Alright, today we're going to be making scrambled egg sandwich. We're going to start with the eggs, of course. 1, 2, 3. On average is pretty good. So, 3 eggs, cracked, put in a bowl. Get ready to scramble. First, we're going to season. Put in a dash of salt and then a couple dashes of pepper. Now this is seasoned to taste. This is an exact measurement. Next, get your bread, whatever kind of bread you want. Brioche, sourdough, I'm using some honey wheat. And then we're going to either put butter or mayo, mayonnaise, avocado butter, whatever you prefer. I'm going to use mayo. I like the taste. Gives it a nice crust, I think. So, get 2 slices of bread, only butter or mayo one side of your bread. Get it ready for when you need it. There we go. And scramble your eggs. Fork, chopstick, whatever works for you. There you go. I just had some chopsticks handy. There we go. Now this is optional, but you can add a little meat to your sandwich. I'm going to cut up some bacon that I cooked in the oven. Nice tiny little pieces. Sausage works really good. You could also cut up some ham, some Canadian bacon, or get wild with it. Add pepperoni or chicken, whatever you want. But I think traditional breakfast meats like bacon work the best. There we go. Okay. Just a few tablespoons now. Butter your non-stick pan. You could use a little bit of avocado oil or olive oil if you prefer, but I like the taste of butter, especially when cooking with eggs and sandwiches. So make sure that the bottom of your pan is nice, coated. Lots of lubricant so your eggs don't stick. Next, pour in your scrambled egg mixture. Make sure your pan's on a medium heat. We're going to start cooking it just like we would an omelet. Okay? Go ahead, make sure all the edges and the inside are pretty much almost all the way done. Just a tiny bit of liquid left over. And that'll continue to cook. Put on your meats and a little bit of shredded cheese here. Next, we're going to put on our bread. Both slices. Bottom to bottom, right there. And now comes the difficult part. Either get a gigantic spatula, or you could do what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab a plate here in just a second, put it on top, and I'm gonna flip it. Now, I'll let you know ahead of time, this didn't exactly work out perfect for me. It worked out good, but it doesn't have to be perfect as long as you can get the bread in both sides. We're going to tuck the scrambled eggs that's hanging over the side of the bread up onto the bread slices. Take your time. This doesn't have to be perfect. We can edge and clean this up later. Just get the majority of it up on there. There we go. Now, if you like cheese, go ahead and add an extra slice here. I'm going to do some processed American there. I like the way it melts. Then flip one side of the bread up onto the other, end to end. There we go, a little pat. Then I am going to flip it until I get a nice golden brown crust on both sides of the sandwich. And as you see, cleaning up the edges as I go along. Flip. we're almost ready to plate here. And here we go. Let me give you a nice cross cut so you can see. If you want the stringy appearance of cheese when you cut open the sandwich, I suggest using some mozzarella instead of the cheddar. But as you can see, the American cheese that I use creates kind of like a liquid gold right there. Ain't nothing better. Alright, taste test and... delicious. If you like this video, watch one of my other ones. Hit the subscribe button. I'll see you next time on Randy's Family Kitchen.